Hello student, this is the third part of the third content of PU second year textbook, that is On Children, written by Khalil Gibran. Khalil Gibran is one of the Lebanese American artist and poet. His most famous work is The Prophet. He had translated it into 25 languages, including Kannada. And the present poem On Children is taken from this collection of The Prophet. Here, he had given message to the parents. It focuses on the lives of children, but also talks about the responsibilities of parents. It persuades the parents not to impose their beliefs upon their children. It also advises the parents to be kind and compassionate towards their children. Here, in the beginning of the poem, mother, she asked the prophet, "O prophet," means here the God, "O God, tell us about our children, what they are." Here just she was holding babe against her bosom. Just she was holding her babe against her bosom, and she asked the prophet, "O prophet, O God, tell me about our children." Then the prophet, here he said, he means here the prophet, the God. He said what the children are. He said, "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you but not from you." So here in first line he said, "Your children are not your children. They are not your children." Why he said so? Here, maybe the sons or maybe the daughters, that they have their own life. Even though we give birth to them, even though we think that yes, they are our children, maybe the son, maybe the daughter, we can give them the life, but they have their own life. So they have their longings for itself, means life longings. They have their own desires. That's why the poet said, "Your children are not your children." We can give them the birth. We can provide them whatever they want. But they have their own life. They have their own thoughts. Here we come to know, they come through you but not from you. They come through you means you have given them the birth, but not for you. That is it. From you, but not from you. For here the children, they didn't take birth for your sake. Just you have given them the birth, but they do not from you. And afterwards, and though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. Here we give birth to the children, and even they live with us. We provide them the food, shelter, everything. Even though they live with us, here the children that they grow with us, we provide them whatever they want. With us only they started to lead their life. We give them the life. we give them everything what they want. But yet they belong not to you. Even though they do not belong to you, they are living with you and you are giving shelter to them. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts. Here the duty of the parents is to provide love towards their children. As we should have to give love to our children. Only we can give them the love. We should not expect anything from them. Should not expect. The parents' duty is to give love towards their children. Means here the children should have to get love from their parents. But here they said, your love but not your thoughts. You can't apply your thoughts to your children. Means you do not say your children that I am an officer, you be the officer. See how I am living, you to live like me. We can't put pressure on the mind of our children. Our thoughts are with us, but we should not say these thoughts to our children, because for they have their own thoughts. The children that they have own thinking capacity, they have their own desires, that they have their own ideas, they have their own goals. So we should not put pressure on the mind of our children whatever the thoughts we have, because let them live according to their thoughts. Let them lead their life. Just we should have to cooperate with our children. Afterwards he said, for they have their own thoughts, you may house their bodies but not their souls. You can house their bodies. House means here the shape, the human being, how the baby that we give birth to our baby, though it has its own body. So means the shape which is given by the parents, the shape, the birth, the life which is given by the parents, but not their souls. Soul, the soul which is inside. We can't study it. Even we can't change the soul. So just we have given birth to our babies. Okay? That's what he said. You may house their bodies. The body is like a house, but the soul is of the babies. According to their soul, they work. According to their soul, what their soul says, like that they do the work. That's why here the parents have to give only the love, not their thoughts. They can provide them the bodies, means the bodies which is one of the gift from the parents, but the children that they have their own thoughts, that they have their own souls. And afterwards, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. The souls of the children, it thinks about tomorrow, not yesterday's. Means how we lived, like that we should not tell our children, like me you should have to live. Because in this modern era, the children think about different things. The children that they move according to the time. That's why dwell. Dwell means that they move in the house of tomorrow. They think about only future. Tomorrow it means it's the future. So the things and the ways that goes on changing, which we cannot imagine, even we can't imagine it in our dream. Like that, the world which goes on changing, how my grandmother lived her life, like that I can't lead my life. And how I am living now, like that my children, that they can't live. So their thought is towards tomorrow, their soul, that it works according to tomorrow. They think about their future. They think about forward, not backward. So which we can't imagine, even we can't imagine that how our children are moving in these days. That's why here the parents, they can give love, they can't express their thoughts in front of their children, and the children that they have their own thoughts, and even they live for tomorrow. Even the parents that they have given birth to their children means that they have given shape to their bodies, but they do not have any right to impose their thoughts on children. Here next, Khalil Gibran, he said, "You may strive to be like them, but seek not make them like you. Let them free, whatever they want to become. But you should not impose your thoughts that they should be like you." Means he is telling it to the parents. Parents, don't impose your policies. Don't impose your thoughts on your children. So just, he said, you may strive to be like them. You try to change yourself like your children. So just you have to follow as your children are. But don't tell them that they should follow you. You don't tell them. Just you follow me, like that. You don't tell to your children. Afterwards he said, for life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. Our life, it doesn't move back. So it go forth, it go towards tomorrow, it moves, but it doesn't go back. That's why you are the, and he said, for life goes not backward nor tarries. Tarries means our life, it doesn't stay in only one place. So that's why tarries means stay at one place. Our life, it will never stop at all. Goes on. It will be going like this only. Our forefathers were there. Now I am here. And again our children and their children. So here the life, it moves like this only. It never stopped in only one place. It goes on moving like this. It doesn't stay. And we lead our life, whatever happens, day to day's life. We never see back. Our life, it doesn't go back. And again he said, you are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. Here you means, wherever I used you it means parents. Here the parents are the bows. You know, bows and arrows, which is used by the archer to hunt the animals. You know how to use bow and arrow. So they used to hold like this and they used to live. So here Khalil Gibran, he compares parents as a bows and the children are the arrows. Means bow should be in proper place. It should be stable. When the bow is stable, then the arrows it put forth. It moves fast and even it reaches its goal. The parent should have to support their children in their aims, in their goals and in the achievement of their children. The parents have to support their children. Then only here the children that they reach their goal without failure. Means definitely they will reach their goal whatever they thought. So you are the bows. The parents are the bows here from which your children as living arrows. Living arrows means that they have their life. They are alive. So let the parents should have to cooperate with the children. When they send forth, here send forth means they reach their goal. The arrow, it moves fast and it reaches its goal. And afterwards, the archer. The archer means that who holds bow and arrow for hunting purpose. Here, archer means the god. Because here, parents compared to the bows and the children are the living arrows and the archer is the god. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite and he bends you with his mind that his arrows may go swift and far. Here the archer has the capacity to bend the bow and move arrow fast. Means he looks everything. The god, he looks everything. Maybe the bow or arrow. Means the parents and the children. He bends the bow and he makes the arrows to put forth. That they should have to move. He who looks after the parents and the children and he bends the parents. Means here the parents have to obey the orders of the children. Means here the orders means here not all the orders. Here some of the good ideas which the children have. So for that we have to support our children. So when we will support them, then only it's very easy for them to reach their goal, achieve whatever they feel. And afterwards, let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. The bending is in the hands of the God. Here the God who bends the parents. For even as he loves the arrows that flies, so he loves also the bows that is stable. Here the archer, the God, he who loves the arrows that which flies, means the God who loves the parents, that who gives support to their children, and even he loves the arrows that here the children, he loves the children also, and even he loves the bow and arrow. That's why he said bow should be stable. Means the parent should be stable in the opinion of their children. Then definitely their children, they will reach their goal and they give you happiness. Here he gives one message. The parents have to support their children and they should have to follow in what way their children moves. Then everything should be smooth, tensionless and the perfect life which the parents lead with their children. So with this, it's a poem which is in your text. So just you read and go through line by line, and very interesting poem. I think Khalil Gibran, who had studied about the parents, because some of the parents that they impose their policies on their children. Because of that reason, so many incidents that which we had seen the past. So he gives this message to the parents in this way. Thank you.